Hey there, guys. I hope that you're doing pretty well, taking care of yourself. I wanted to walk you through some of the expectations moving forward as far as what it's going to look like for AP U.S. history. And you've gotten a little, hello of Tilly, but you haven't been introduced to Coco. So this is Coco. Hey, Coco. Say hi to the people. Or bite me. Cats. Okay, so we're just going to walk through the document together, and I'm sure you're going to have some questions. And please post anything that you think I might have forgotten about or did not respond to, because it is, as I said, a living document. I'm going to have to edit it a lot. Alrighty, so here's the purpose of me putting in place this document. I'm going to read through it and definitely want to draw your attention to certain things. So first off, this is a living document that serves the purpose of being a new syllabus for AP U.S. history. That is in quotes. It is not an actual syllabus. It is more just me outlining the expectations because they have changed drastically. It is a living because it is likely to change and evolve to meet the changing and evolving needs of our students. The unprecedented nature of the global pandemic currently underway has resulted in school closures across the country and a readjustment of my personal responsibilities as an educator. I want to outline my role as I understand it and the opportunities I will be providing you with to continue your learning. Please understand that this is all subject to alterations and that I'm doing my best to navigate a slew of challenges and potential legal implications as I seek to do all I can to continue to be available, helpful, and encouraging to you guys. All right, so here's my role. First off, I'm going to be holding office hours. That's being dictated by the district. It's going to happen 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that'll be from 10 a.m. to noon. That does not mean that you can reach me with a phone call. What it means right now this week is that is the best time to write me with questions. I guarantee I'll respond promptly. It shouldn't come as a surprise, though, that Monday through Friday, I'm spending a lot of time at home, as I hope you are. For the sake of our national healthcare system and for the health of those around you. And so that is the expectation, of course. And so, realistically, if you message me almost any time during the day, I'm usually going to get it. And I do keep announcements on so that notifications so that I can get emails and all that. So anyways, but definitely during those hours, I'll be sitting there ready to respond or try to be, and I'll make a note or a post if for some reason I've got an obligation that will keep me away from my computer during those hours. I will be reaching out to you weekly, but for AP U.S., which is what this document is aimed at, you can definitely anticipate Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and frankly, this week, every day, I'll be reaching out. Okay, the actual AP exam. So the evil empire, aka College Board, has in their infinite wisdom decided to hold the AP exam in a wildly adjusted format. Here's the most recent information from their website. So if you click on this link, then that'll take you to the College Board website and all the stuff that they are offering and their updates. Free resources are available. They looked okay, I guess. I can't say that they're definitely the best. But test format and date. So currently they're developing a secure 45-minute online free response exam. We take that to mean it will be short answer questions or an LAQ or a DBQ. The test will work on a smartphone, tablet, or computer. Sounds like a disaster to me, but whatever. Content will only cover material from periods 1 through 7. That part's pretty cool. College Board is slated to announce the testing dates in the coming weeks. April 1st is the date that was floating around, but I didn't see it on the website just now. As I understand it, there may be multiple dates, but none should occur before May 8th. So no matter what, we have until May 8th to still finish the content for period 7, and then we get to stop for now. We'll do review of the previous 7 periods then, everything up to that, and get ready for the exam. I will tackle the other material after the AP exam. Reviewing for the test, see the adjusted reading schedule below. Resources. So your reading schedule is it's meant to give the ebb and flow of what the class is going to look like now. This document contains an adjusted, let's be serious, completely demolished and rebuilt, reading and review schedule. Each day I have identified the topic, tasks, resources, and a brief synopsis of what that day entails. Imagine the in brief portion as my summation of what that day would have looked like if we were in the classroom. Schoology now has a folder that you can go on. I'm arranging everything by date. Your binders and Cornell notes. Okay, so these have been arranged alphabetically. Man, there's a lot of B's. Bloom, Bowden, Brent, jeez. And then C's, out of control. Only one Y, though. Hey there, Yago. And placed on desks in my class. Policy is still being formulated as to the best method to get you these items and may involve office staff walking down to teachers' rooms and getting those items and bringing them to you. That will be an administrative policy, and they should have that in place later this week. I don't get to determine that. I only arranged it alphabetically to hopefully make it easier for either office staff or if you were able to go to the class for you guys. I don't know exactly what that'll look like. If it requires me to return to the school, no big deal if I need to do something else. Some people didn't put their names on stuff, and that's essentially unrecoverable. Sorry, I hope that you learned your lesson, because I can't ask Marley or Sandy or somebody to go down to the room, snag all of the unknown work, and bring it out on the off chance it's yours. So put your name on stuff. Sorry. Moving forward. Grades. I will continue to accept late work, submit anything. Don't worry about giving me an explanation for why it's late. If you didn't turn in before, you can now. Send me photos of notes, either in an email or a Schoology message. And anything that was assigned digitally on Schoology, just submit it like you normally would. There will be no new assignments. I cannot give new assignments. As I understand it, I legally can't. And that's in part because of concerns with equity. So don't anticipate new assignments going into the gradebook. What if you've done all sorts of notes because you stayed up on it and you're taking your notes and you want credit for them? Totally get you. I understand. But at this point, I won't be accepting them. Any further notes you take, you should do for the sake of increasing your understanding of the content. Frankly, do it because of the learning involved. You will not be penalized if you are not able to, okay? That's really important. Don't stress if you can't get the notes done. Take the notes and engage with the materials that I give you, if you can, understanding that it is a resource and a learning opportunity, not a requirement, okay? It is not going to hurt your grade in my class if you don't do the things that I post. Reassessment. If you wish to take a test again, then we'll work on the good old honor system. Write me a Schoology message requesting a retake and tell me what steps you took to prepare for the second assessment. If your grade is higher than the first attempt, I'll take the new score. No reassessments, though, are going to be considered if you do not speak with me first or message me. Just because it's the Armageddon does not mean it's a free-for-all. You cannot just suddenly hop on there and start retaking stuff like crazy, hoping to get better scores, and that I'm somehow going to replace it. Okay, I need you to touch base with me first. What about pass-fail options in the future? Are your grades going to go on a grade freeze or something? Guys, I have literally no idea. That's going to come down from the state of Washington and then be funneled to the Peninsula School District. So again, this is unprecedented. I know that obviously the actual human beings that are in charge of our district and working in admin at our school and your instructors, they want what's best for you. They want to provide you with fair opportunities, and within the confines of what they can, they're gonna. So any question that you have in regards to that is being considered by the people in power, and when something comes down the line, I'll be sure to pass it on. Okay, what about after the AP exam? Well, once it's done, I'm going to provide totally optional instruction for periods 8 and 9. We definitely have a whole lot of stuff to finish here. And there's never been a better time to guide you, our youth, through the complexities, triumphs, and tragedies that define American history after World War II. The Cold War, Civil Rights Movement, and Vietnam War are only a few of the topics I definitely want to cover in more depth. So here is your optional key, okay, optional, APUSH reading and review schedule. This week has a lot of stuff and it'll be filled out with more. I purposefully have left the other stuff blank. I don't want it to stress you out, but it's going to be more detailed than a normal schedule would have because, well, there's tasks and I'm not necessarily going to be able to touch base with everybody each day. So I'll do my best to update it. We'll go through those things in a second. Then down here, of course, we've got beautiful spring break. Review, review, review. Here is the originally scheduled test date. Once I know more about that, I'll pass it on to you. We'll see what College Board decides. Okay, so Monday, today, March 3rd. So I've arranged these as tasks. You can check them off if you decide you want to print this whole thing, or you can write them down in your notebook. You can do whatever you want. It's up to you. Know, though, that these tasks I give you are aimed at preparing you for the AP exam. Okay, so if you do the things that I ask of you or recommend, then that should give you a greater chance of being successful. I am not holding you responsible for these in a grade fashion. None of this is going in the grade book. Okay. So today I'd ask that you review this syllabus, watch the video, post questions on the comment section of the video. Enrichment activity. This would be the Khan Academy and notes that you were already assigned previous to going into the break. So those were on the Great Depression. In brief, today is a day to familiarize yourself with Mr. Kendall's vision of APUSH moving forward and consider how you can get back in the game to be successful on the AP exam and continue learning about United States history. Guys, it's been 2 weeks since we did like a warm-up or something that was actually demanding in an academic sense. You had all of this last week where most likely the majority of you did, nothing in regards to this course. If that's the case, that's okay. You're not in trouble, and we have plenty of time to get caught up, and actually we have plenty of time period for everything because we're not going to be tested on 8 through 9. So don't stress about any of it. I hope that you watch this video, consider it, post questions, let me know things that went unaddressed so that I can add to this document and address any of your concerns. Tomorrow, we're going to start talking about the Great Depression, which occurs right after the Roaring Twenties. That's where we left off with our awesome speakeasy. And I cannot think of a more appropriate topic to dig into during our COVID-19 spring closure than to begin with the Great Depression. So tomorrow I'm going to post a lecture, which I'll make tomorrow morning. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. You'll see that the lecture looks just as if we did it in class. I'll probably keep it pretty casual. It might have to be posted, therefore, as multiple videos. I would ask that when I post it tomorrow, it'll be linked to the YouTube channel for Miss Hutchison and I. And so it just says Hutch and Kendall. She's posting all of her lectures on there. I'm going to post mine on there. Hers are a lot prettier than mine. But you'll find, if you want to learn about AP World, then by all means, click on some of hers, like and subscribe. And then next up on Wednesday, same thing, we're continuing with the Great Depression. The task that I would give you would be to write a summary on yesterday's notes, and then read the posted document that I'll put up that compares Hoover and FDR's responses to the Great Depression. And then I've already provided it here, but there's a link to a documentary called The Century Stormy Weather. It's 45 minutes. Really great. On Thursday, we'll look at the New Deal, which is the response to the Great Depression. And I'll have another lecture posted on YouTube. And then on Friday, we will do a YouTube live session. And so Friday, I don't know the exact time yet. Most likely I'll do it at 10. But that'll be an opportunity for you to log in, and basically we'll kind of review the entire week. So I don't know that I'll do that each week. I don't necessarily have that sorted out. But this week we're going to do a YouTube live session on Friday, and I'll post a time later or tomorrow. And then I've got enrichment activities here. I'm going to post little news articles from the Wall Street Journal comparing both the federal stimulus, which has not yet been pushed through Congress, but I imagine will be by the time Friday rolls around, and then also the economic situation that we're encountering right now as stocks fall quicker than they did and in more dramatic fashion than they did in the 2008 recession, the 1987 stock market crash, or even the Great Depression. Okay, so really appropriate and timely stuff that we're going to be looking at. So we're going to dive back into that story. Hopefully this gives you a sense of what to expect moving forward, and I look forward to reading your comments, questions. I will add to it. So stay filthy, my friends, and I'll see you soon.